Let me tell you something that no glossy YouTube vlog is ever going to tell you. In 2026, Pattaya is not cheap anymore. It might feel cheap for the first 48 hours or so, but then your banking app starts looking like a crime scene. Most first-timers arrive with that wide-eyed energy. They think they've cracked the code. Cheap beer, beautiful women, no rules, no judgment. They believe they've hacked the matrix. But 2 weeks later, they're standing at Suvarnabhumi airport, calculating the credit card damage and muttering that Thailand has changed. It hasn't changed. You just didn't understand the game. Let's break it down. Why 90% of guys go home broke, and exactly how the smart 10% stay in control. First, the 2026 inflation reality nobody mentions. A lot of guys are still budgeting like it's 2018, but it's not even close. On Walking Street and in central beer bars, bar fines now range from 1,000 baht to 1,500 baht minimum, while Gogos are pushing 1,500 baht to 2,500 baht, and some spots hit 2,000 baht or more before you've even properly talked to the girl. Here's the new trap that's burning so many people. Minimum lady drinks. In many central bars, they require 5 to 10 drinks before they'll even consider letting you bar fine, and that's another 1,000 baht to 2,500 baht, gone before anything actually happens. I've seen guys sit there for an hour, thinking they're just chatting, only to get slammed with a 2,000 baht bill for drinks for the friends they never ordered. Short time still starts at 1,500 baht to 3,000 baht or more. Long time is higher, and everything stacks up fast. Beer in tourist zones runs 120 baht to 220 baht easy. Lady drinks are 180 baht to 250 baht, and cocktails can hit 300 baht to 450 baht in the wrong place. Grab or bolt during peak hours. Short rides cost 80 baht to 200 baht or more now, no longer the bargain they used to be. ATMs charge a flat 250 baht fee every single time. If you pull cash 5 to 6 times over a 2-week trip, you've already burned 1,250 baht to 1,500 baht before you've even started having fun. One withdrawal for 5,000 baht means 250 baht gone, just to access your own money. The cheap Pattaya still exists, but it's just not where most first-timers stay. Beach Road and Walking Street have become experience zones with premium pricing. The real value is inland. Soi Buakau, Tree Town, parts of Soi 6 after 11 p.m, where beer drops to 55 baht to 80 baht. Lady drinks are 100 baht to 140 baht. And bar fines run 300 baht to 500 baht. That's 30 to 50% savings without killing the vibe. You can walk the same streets, talk to the same type of girls, but your wallet actually breathes easier. Next, the psychological yes trap. This one really hurts. The real killer isn't just inflation, it's dopamine. In the first 48 hours, you're getting smiles, constant attention, and handsome every 30 seconds. For a lot of us, especially older Western guys, that validation hits like a drug. You start saying yes to everything. Another round, another bar fine, ringing the bell, the after party. Special price just for you. You feel like a king until day 4, when you check your app and realize you've torched 60% of your budget. Suddenly you're in scarcity mode, surrounded by temptation, and that contrast is miserable. One single ego move, like ringing the bell in a busy bar, can cost 5,000 baht to 7,000 baht or more in minutes. Last trip, I watched a guy do it twice in one night just to impress a group. He left early the next week because he was completely out of cash. Most guys don't do it to be generous. They do it to be seen. That's an expensive emotion. Then comes the slow burn to bitter. Small humiliations start piling up. The misunderstanding about time, the drink for my friend, the inflated grab quote, the ATM fee stacking. Individually, they're minor. Together, they make you feel played. Your ego gets bruised, and suddenly you're that guy online screaming that Thailand is ruined. No, it's a business. It always was. You just walked in assuming fantasy pricing. Now, why 90% blow the budget? The pattern is clear. They land with a total number in mind, say 3,000 to 5,000, but no daily cap. They go heavy on central nightlife, underestimate how costs stack, ignore the 250 baht ATM bleed, and skip tracking small spends like 7-Eleven runs, or street food that quietly add up. By the time they try to slow down, the damage is done. Scarcity mode in Pattaya sucks. You see the lights and the girls, but you feel broke and paranoid. Finally, how to be the 10% who actually win. It comes down to discipline, not moral discipline, but financial discipline. Set a daily hard limit before you land. Divide your total by days, and when you hit 0, game over. No exceptions. Write it in your phone notes and check every night. Use the location hack. Stay in Soy Buakau or inland. Same girls, same vibe, but 30 to 50% cheaper on everything. Bonus, quieter streets mean less pressure to spend. Follow the first 48 hours rule. Go easy, observe, don't try to live the highlight reel on day one. Walk around, watch how others play, learn the prices. Never ring the bell unless you truly don't care. It's a pure ego tax. Withdraw max amounts like 2,000 baht to 3,000 baht fewer times. Use Aeon when you can for a lower fee if available, and plan your cash runs. New 2026 rule. Ask about minimum drinks before you sit down. Walk away if they say 10. It saves headaches. Eat and drink local when possible. Street food is 50 baht to 150 baht, while central Western restaurants are creeping up to 400 baht to 700 baht easy. Grab a pad thai from a cart instead of a tourist spot. Track everything. Use a simple app or notes. Seeing the daily total keeps you honest. Pattaya in 2026 isn't dead. It isn't ruined. It isn't even unaffordable. It's just ruthless to the undisciplined. If you land thinking it's cheap fantasy land, you'll be that guy refreshing your banking app at the airport. But if you land with structure, you'll have an absolute blast and still respect your bank account. At our age, that matters more than pretending to be king for 72 hours. Drop your planned daily budget in the comments. I read everyone. If this saved you from the trap, smash like and subscribe. More Real Talk Thailand drops weekly. See you in the next one. And remember, control equals calm.